Beer.
Like a boss, like a boss.
Test ihn.
Testing. Welcome everyone, welcome back to Flight Simulator, and we're back in Italy. Good day all, and we're in the Aermacchi of 338, oh God, this is terrible. Anyway, we are back, and welcome to Stu, welcome to Garwin, welcome to TJ Turner, and welcome to Keefe. How are you all? I hope you're all doing well. And we're on a bit of a long trip. Let's hope nothing goes wrong, like what happened last week, I guess. But I hope everybody's doing super well. Hope you can all hear me. I can hear Stu getting those engines fired up. And we'll get those fired up pretty soon and get right straight on our way, because we've got a long trip ahead of us up the west coast of Italy. It's up all the way north. For this side, and then we'll come down the south in another stream, which is super cool. End of the weekend for a lot of you, already the start of the week for me. So let's get on with the show as that sun rises. Let's have a look at this. Sun's rising, and that was a great intro with the sun rising as well. But yeah, let's get on with the show. Let's get into the cockpit. And go from there. Should remember how to start this up. We haven't flown it for a while. You're fine, Stu. Good to hear. Good to hear. The flight plan is available. I think Stu popped it up in there somewhere. Yes, he did. But you can also put ! flight plan. It's also available on my Discord if you ever want to join the flight. Oops, come on, let's go. Yeah, we'll just should be able to start her up from here, shouldn't we, guys? And some lights. And we'll make sure we have... Yeah, formation lights, nice. You're not going to press, are you? Got the music on, I can't really hear, but it sounds like they're starting up. Hello, hosted digital. Yes, the engines are firing up. Beautiful. Hope you're doing well, hosted digital media. Look at the size of your... I love your livery, Stu. Look at the size to the biplane in the background as well. That's crazy. What's up, TJ? Hope you're doing well, TJ. Hope you're doing well, Garwin. Stu's already firing up. Yeah, let's fire up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get in the air. I'm going to take off the gun sight because we don't really need the gun sight. Gets in the way. Click. There we go. Alright. It's going to be fun. Let's get started. You doing alright? Awesome. While we taxi up, let's get the external view. Hope it's not too echoey. I just had to push the mic out the way. It was getting in the way of my vision. Got to work out a different place to put my mic. I like to put it from the top, somewhere hanging up there somewhere. But it's currently in front of me. Now, which way have we got the wind? So we're going to have to taxi to the other end. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, Garwin. Another great super week coming up. As we fly in beautifully. So pretty much the flight plan, Ponticagnano, all the way up north. I'll get the name of that, but it's Lima, India, Romeo, India is where we're taking off from. And then we're heading pretty much north. When we get to the other end, I'll let you know what the name... Actually, I can... We're only taxiing. I can quickly flick up here without going off the runway. It is... No, we've got the... it is Piacenza. Piacenza. So that's a military base, so it's suited to all the aircraft that we're flying today, which is pretty cool, which is a Lima India Mike Sierra. So Piacenza, but lots of landmarks and so forth on the way. Obviously I'm going to have to slow the aircraft down quite a bit. I'll do my best to give you guys a bit of a view. But I wanted to obviously use, well, mostly in Italy so far in the navigation around it. I've been using jets or fighter jets, personal jets, just something different. But next week we'll be back in Oz, continuing our flight in good old GA aircraft. I can't remember, but you guys will be able to tell me if this has, actually it does have autopilot, I remember. It does have autopilot, so that's cool. So I will be able to give you some views. Aha! There's TJ. Nice. Looks like Stu and Garwin are going to be heading off straight away. So you can hear their jets warming up. Look at that, nearly formation turn in there, TJ. Good job. We're going to get jet washed out by Stu. Go Stu, go Stu, go Garwood, go Garwood. Full load of fuel, so hopefully we'll get off the ground in this smaller airfield. Alright, we should be alright though. Right. Sharp left up to Salerno. Alright, here we go. Sunrise looking awesome. Get that view. There we go. Let me know if the sounds of the sim are okay. Not overwhelming. Oh, no problems, Garwin. Do a good old restart. We know how the sim is. You don't have to let us Microsoft Flight Simmers know all the issues we have. How good does that look? Absolutely stunning. Hey DJ, how you going, mate? We're flying the western side of Italy up from the well, we actually did we started at the toe last week, and now we're sort of, well, probably not even a quarter, and now we're continuing all the way rest of north if everything goes well with the stream. The farm sim stream went okay yesterday. We didn't have any dropouts, but I do know I still have the issue. I've got a few parts coming to change the way I set up my router and internet connection. So if it drops out, obviously I'll be back. But hopefully we're okay. You doing well, DJ? Oh, you said you're doing good. Beautiful. Alright, let's go have a look at some of these ships down here as we fly down to Salerno. Go down to the marina. Oh, shooters flew past. You got modded Minecraft. Ah. Well, definitely with Flight Sim, you don't want to have any memory leaks, that's for sure. And big tankers in the bay there. Yeah, we've got some popping. I hope all that gets fixed in Sim Update number 10, which we're all hanging for. Because, yeah, I've got some, of lately, the last few weeks been playing, the scenery is definitely popping in and out quite a bit. But this coast flight is spectacular. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. Like, my frames are good, but obviously any extra frames that anyone can get. And if it fixes all this pop-in of terrain and stuff like that, everyone's going to be happy. Very happy. Positano is next. Just down here. It's just how the coast meets the ocean. They've just got to tweak it a bit. I know there's a mod you can get actually for a lot of countries, and Italy's one of them, that it just fixes the coast up. It is a paid one. I think you get it from Sim Marketplace, but it fixes how that coast looks when it hits the ocean, which is something that does make, or you know, that immersion just a little bit less. What are you at, Stu? Mac 2? And it's got beautiful weather in the morning. I think it wouldn't be much past, what, 6-ish or something in the sim. Don't know if that's a region, but Prior. Oh, we've got a cathedral down here. I don't know if this is in the sim. Nah, it's not. Looking stunning. With some of these cliff towns. So we'll just pop in between, you know, a couple of 1,000 feet up to 10,000 feet. So we can see the sights. But have a look at that sunset, sunrise I should say. No problems, home time for Kifi. Head home, mate. Hope you have a safe trip home. Thanks for dropping in and saying hello. Ooh, we've got Mount Vesuvius. Vesuvius, is it? Is it? It is, isn't it? It is. Yep. Vesuvio. Mach 1.1. Let's see how this will wipe out towns when this goes off. Nice. $88 miles an hour, TJ. Another big tanker down there of some kind. As we Naples. Alright, we might have some landmarks down here, so we better go down and slow it down. What are we at? Oh yeah, we're going pretty fast. We'll throw on those spoilers. There we go. Yep, there it is. We have our first castle here in Naples. And have a look at those cruise ships. There we have Genoa. First castle of the trip. Look at this on the hilltop. Another one. Ooh, let's do another flyby of that. Check this town out. Now this one's been done pretty well in the sim with the sim update. Gonna do one more flyby of the castle over here. What do we got on the flight? Slowing down, beautiful. One castle and two castles. Look at that. Stunning. Alright, on with the trip. Fuel at 91%. Lucky I stocked up. Alright, what do we got here? Here we go. Stadium. For all you football fans out there. Stadium alert. Nice. Woo. Good job. Diego Arma, that's all I've got on here, but it's probably got a bigger name than that. Looks like we've got some weird stuff happening up here with the sim. Smokestacks. Isle of Can. Bizarre in this island over here. Nice. Back to flight plan. What I don't want to play with the mirrors too much. I wanted to zoom out, but it's not letting me. Not landing up ahead, but there is an airfield we're approaching now. Not letting me do that, is it? That's better. No, it's not letting me. Crazy. As I said, always something going on with the sim. Now I'm struggling to, and that's better on that, but on my mouse, I can't pan around. I can zoom out and in. No, I can't even zoom out a little bit, not too much. Campo di Vola. So we're going to just over an overflight of an airfield here. And Parco Mazzolo, so there's park. What else have we got around here? So there's some shops. Where are we? Facatoro. That's what we're flying over right now. Solar farm. So I do have the solar farm mod, the free mod that's on here that has solar farm and windmills and stuff, extra stuff put in. Also the power line. I think I've got the power line mod as well, which will probably end up crushing the sim for me, but we'll be right. They're all free on flight sim .to, I think it is. Always get that wrong. Alright, let me see. What do we got? We're pretty flat here. I'm going to see if we can throw on it. We can. Good. Throwing on autopilot for a moment, guys. Alright, just give me a second. Oh, there's Garwin. He's we're back in the air. There we go, TJ. So it's sort of working a little, the mouse, but I'm not able to zoom out too much. That's okay. As we fly to, or over. Ooh, what are we at? Curti? As we fly towards another, sort of inland slightly. We'll fly over a military base. In area molest. Well, it does. Yours doesn't have autopilot. Well, mine definitely does. I am using obviously another panel to do it, but it is integrated. I think it's doesn't actually say it's on, but it's on. So I remember flying with it last time. Maybe they just put in real life it might not have a nav, might just have a heading, but on mine I definitely have. Are we going up? Are we? We are. We should have flied at altitude. Let's stick to this altitude at the moment. Cool. Oh, what altitude are you going to now? Let's level up. We don't want to go any lower. Oh, we're going to 8,500. Okay, cool. That is fine with me. Flying over Campo di Vola, which looks like a bit of a aerodrome. Yep, flying club. Lima India Delta Oscar. Stunning. This looks good. This absolutely looks good around here. Ah, okay, gotcha. Alright, let me, I was just in the middle of doing this and I'm going to go and finish what I was doing up on the other screen. Alright, copy you out. Oh really? I have not had an issue with a GTN 750. Damn, that's no good, Garwin. Flight sim, there we go. Flight sim, I'm going to throw that up on Flight Sim's Discord. And also down here. Sorry, I'm just quickly doing something on my other screen. So just give me 2 seconds. Haha, Stu. That was definitely a good, what, Mach 1.5? share you. That's looking absolutely stunning. We'll go down. I think there is an area stew that I've got set up for some canyon flying in this flight. We'll see, but I'm sure I do. Garwin's having no luck, and 1.4, there you go, I was close. 1.5 I estimated or guesstimated, and you're pretty much at there. And Garwin's having, damn Garwin. Update 10 can't come any quicker, can it? We need it quick. Too bad about the delay, but otherwise it would be out pretty much today my time, or tomorrow my time. But that's all good. Couple of weeks, iron out a few more bugs, because we know there's going to be a few bugs. That's tweeted out. Just have to do a tweet that out, and we're all good now. Back into it. All right, let's have some fun. We're flying over. This is an air base. We're at an air base now. Flying over that. We should be seeing that. There it is. Wow, that's pretty tiny. That's a tiny air base. We're coming up to some landmarks. I think we've got another castle. Which castle is this? Is the castle at Celine? The exact castle name is Piccolomini. And we're still sitting at fuel-wise. We are fine. We're at 84%. Yeah, it does. 100% right, Gar, when it does it built into 10. But it's a bit of a pain that you're having all those trouble. Alright, let's go and take over and take off some autopilot for a bit. You can even see the textures here are a bit funny. Don't know if that's because of the wind farm. Oh, the velocity, yeah. Yeah, well, I haven't flown the velocity for a while, but I think I used it. It was okay, but yeah, as I said, it's been a while. Oh, there's Stu. TJ's cruising behind us over there. A bit of a cruise mode. Not quite. We're at about 85% throttle at the moment. Still a while away from a landmark, but getting ready, nice and low. We'll open up. Again over another small dirt strip, which we weren't not. Oh, we've got a starter, guys. Oh, we've got a crash. We've got a crash. Talking about crashes with the sim. We are in a crash mode. I will be back, guys.
At my signal, unleash hell.
They said they wanted speed. They said they wanted power.
Still here, guys. It's just that where I loaded back to where we were and it crashed again. So there's obviously something in that area that's making me crash. So I'm going to head over to Lima, India, Foxtrot, Papa, which is the next airport across from where we were. We'll see how long this lasts, huh? You're at the Gremlins? Well, I had the Gremlins, so let's unpause. And get on with the flight. And see what happens. Gotta get rid of that. I should have taken all those mods off, but you know what? I didn't. Now, how do we take that off? That's what we want. And I've probably got the wrong time. Let's go. Alright. If you guys need to land for fuel, that's okay. Yeah, crash to desktops are always fixed. The Gremlins, the devil is in the sim. We'll see how long we last for this time. So it looks like there was something between here and the last airfield that we were at, or flying over, because I tried to load in a couple of times. It could even be around here, so let's hope it doesn't again. But we are back. Crash to desktop, Brett. Well, I was telling the guys I only have, hey Vicious, how you doing? Thanks mate for dropping the like. The only thing that we have really is we have the power line mod on, and that's the main one I have. I think I might have 1 or 2 aircraft in there still. Oh, I forgot, we've got a landmark down here. Oh, drastic maneuvers to see the landmark. If we can survive. Castle, 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 castle. Alright, on with the flight plan. Let's go. As long as I don't hit a mountain. You know, it'll be a good spam short, and I reckon you'd get a damn hell of a lot of views on it. How to fix crash to desktops. End of story. And I can guarantee it will be viewed by the millions. You might get some nasty comments when there's no actual outcome. But are you landing, TJ? I don't know. I forgot. Did you guys say you were going to land for some fuel? I can't remember. No? Alright, cool. Farmland aplenty. Look at this. The geometry. Look at this. It's perfect. It's like... This was drawn on a map before they farmed this. Everything's just in sync. Look at those lines. Absolutely perfection. Wonder if this area was farming land. I'm guessing it probably would have been in the Roman times. And those guys were engineers, and they've obviously kept the same sort of areas of farming. And I wonder if they were modern farm setups. It's an option. I should know that. Alright, well, till the next crash to desktop, let's continue our flight. Oh, actually, this is all the, where I said you could fly low through some of the, they're pretty large canyons or valleys, Stu. Let's see if my zoom fixed up though. Oh, my zoom fixed up, so that's good. We had some positive from the crash to desktop. Oh, C&D's late night flight with the Wombat. Well, for the Wombat, it's a very early flight. It is 7:26 AM for me. Oh, thanks, Brett. Yeah, if it happens again, you can let me know what I do. Well, I know number one, turn every single mod that you have off. But I've even noticed that sometimes it will do it with that because the switch or the button that turns it off gets it. I don't know where it is. turn it off, what do? Push how long it turns off. It will pause. It's a nice aircraft though. I do love flying this. It's a very nice aircraft to fly. Let's just hope the sim gives us some stability. It changes the response when you get freezes. Instead of crash adjust, it hangs for a longer moment. I know, you with all those. Oh, here we go. It's happened again. Here we go. There you go, Brett. We'll see. It's going to freeze. Let's see if it comes back alive. We'll see. This time it hasn't gone to desktop. You must have pushed the button. This time it hasn't gone to the desktop. I'll wait. We'll see if it comes back to live. The sound's okay. The sound's there. Because it even actually crashed my music before. Here we go. Yeah. That's right, TJ. I will say it did crash at a nice time. Look at that. It looks actually stunning. But it doesn't look like it's going to come back to life. This time. This is when you start getting frustrated. And say, see you later to the mod. Every single mod is going to come off now. That I have. So, bear with me for that right now. Yeah. I'll check, Brett, but I don't think I hit the pause button. No pause button. Well, that's weird. It didn't crash directly to desktop, but it crashed. It's actually weird, actually, because it's still, even on my mapping little nav map, it didn't crash. Little nav map normally goes dark when you're not connected to the sim. But little nav map is still saying it's connected to the sim. No, couldn't press anything, Brett. It was totally... Let's just call it, it shit itself. Shat itself, it's all over. But we'll take that off, take that out. No, different place, Brett. Totally different place. I just had a look then. I had the VFR mod on, and I haven't done an update. Yeah, I hit it with a hammer. I think there's an update out for it. I haven't had a look. I think the last time I got it downloaded was about a month ago. The VFR, I like the VFR. Obviously, you guys probably use it too, or maybe use it. Just because I like to fly close to the ground, so I like to see stuff. But unfortunately, that might be causing it, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of detail in Italy, and that's when you see all those smokestacks and all that sort of stuff. That's what they do. So I've taken all that off now. So we'll give it a go. And we were flying over Frosinone military base. That's where we're about to fly over. So that's where I'll be when we get back in, which shouldn't take as long. Control 4, not Alt F4. Maybe the jet. No, it didn't crash the desktop. No, it didn't actually crash the desktop. It just froze. But I was actually touching nothing when it did that. I've actually been pretty lucky because the reason obviously my sim hasn't, my streams haven't been going well is more of my connection, and I very rarely get crashed to desktops anymore, but today's been a bit of a problem. But yeah, but one crashed to desktop and one froze. I was low, Stu, so maybe that's something to do with it, especially with that VFR mod. I would have had all the models coming up, so don't know. But now I've not loaded. I've basically got nothing loaded at all in terms of mods, other than obviously what purchased. Only payware I've got on. So hopefully that will be all good. If not, then there's something else going on. Damn ants on the line. Alright, so we'll be just coming in now. Leaving near Romeo Hotel, so the next airfield along the flight plan. All right. See how long this lasts, folks. Yeah, well, TJ, really, thank you for putting up with the crap that's been happening. I appreciate it. And yes, great scenic flight. It does look beautiful, but yeah, frustrating at the least. Let's see how long it lasts for from here. Alright, so we are heading now towards the strait, which is Torre Astur, I think it is. It's on the coast. Yeah, I know we all have it. It happens all the time, but it's just frustrating. So, but anyway, onwards and upwards. There's Stu. Oh, Strike Eagle. Oh, did you land the little field there? There's a nice small field there, isn't there? Is that where you landed, TJ? Nice. Stop Clash desktop, no freezes. Press escape. Oh, so you're actually serious? You're serious. Alright. You're serious, Brett. I did not know that. One mode on, you go to options, second one down, tick prevent crashes. Serious. Alright guys, I'm not crashing. I'm gonna go do what Brett says. Give me a sec. I'm just gonna pause this in the sky. And I'm gonna be back in a sec. Alright, I'm not frozen. I'm just gonna go do what he says. Option second one down, tick prevent. It's already ticked. I've got it already ticked, Brett. I'll get it up so everyone can have a look, but oh, you don't see it. Oh, that's a shame. But it's basically already ticked. So it's not on, and we are on. Yeah, maybe it was trying to recover it. All right, let's go turn developer off. Do you have to keep developer mode on, Brett? Is that something you have to do? Or you don't need to keep developer mode on? All right, let's go. True, it could have come on after last one. I've never ticked it, Brett, so as I said, I've never known about it. So it's either was on all the time, and maybe that's a default thing that they're now putting on, or yeah, as you said, it's automatically gone, well, we've crashed 3 or 4 times, let's throw it on. But as I said, I've taken pretty much every single mod off, which is going to be fun trying to find the culprit, if it is a mod, because I've got so many. But I'll probably just go through and do an update of every mod I've got, because I'm sure I haven't got the most up-to-date freeware mods. Payware always seem to be up-to-date, either through, because I buy mine mostly through Orbex or the sim market, so it's auto updated. But payware stuff, I've got a couple of sim market stuff, so I'll have a double check of that. Transformation Gaming, good day, or good morning, or good afternoon, or good night, whatever it is. Hope you're doing well. I'm just staying high at the moment, but I will go a bit lower. Let's get rid of this so we can see better. We're not shooting anything. Let's throw Autopilot on for a moment. Have a look at some stunning views. Yeah, it does. Like, just looking at this, it's pretty stunning. And there's lots of landmarks and stuff. And when you throw in all those mods in that I had, that does VFR stuff, you've got models galore. So we'll see how we go. Yeah, I do it. You're right, because I rarely get, well, hardly ever got, there was one part I got crashes in my around Australia trip, and I identified that as one mod. Well, it was actually a modded airport, because every time we flew close to that airport, it would crash. But when you do a VFR mod, you don't know what part it could be. It could be a tiny model that's on the ground below us that it doesn't like it, and it's gonna, the gremlins or the devil's gonna come out in the sim. Yeah, originally I had a bad episode with these. I still had the Swiss Alps mesh on, and that's totally not compatible with the sim anymore. So whenever you fly in that area with the Swiss mesh, when I first started this Italy trip, it F15 Stu. Well, let's see how much of this flight we can get done anyway. So this is going to be the test. Right now, we're approaching Rome. So this will be the test, Brett, Stu, and everyone else online. Basically, when we fly into Rome, we have landmarks. They're all by the sim, by Sorbo, so they are all inbuilt into the sim, so nothing's payware. Actually, I might have the Italian payware scene landmarks as well. So that could potentially be causing it, but that is a payware, so hopefully that's updated. But it's going to be stress on the system as we fly into Rome. And we will land at the airbase Stew, because I want to top up with fuel, which is outside of Rome. We're going to land at the airbase Frubara, Lima India Alpha Romeo, and that's after we fly over Rome, which we're incoming. Oh, there it is again. There it is again. So we've got some major issues with the sim at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. With Italy. This time it's crashed again, not to desktop. It's not a desktop. Still in the sim, but it has crashed. And that's with no mods. I haven't crashed to desktop, Stu. I have done exactly what it was last time. Frozen. So I think it's trying to recover itself. And finally has crashed to desktop. Not sure what I should do here, ladies and gentlemen, because it now is the third time. I did that, yeah, Garwin, I did do that. Alright, we're gonna go, well, it's not stock, but it's, we're in safe mode now. We're gonna see what happens. So this is total safe mode, and obviously this is a Renault aircraft, but that's pretty much stock for the sim. So we're going to try and see what happens this time around. I've actually never flown this. But we do go fast. So you're going to be right, Stu. If we crash with this, then potentially it's a speed thing. So it's just got new spots, new landmarks maybe. Alright, well as I said, this is the test because we're in Rome now. As we turn to the right here, we're going to have a lot of landmarks. But we're raw now. We've got zero payware mods. Other than this is obviously part of the sim. Yeah, it's gone stock, so we'll see what happens. It's not overheating, so I had a bit of a look last restart at the heat and how the heat was before the crash. So the heat thing's all okay. So yeah, so we're now going Rome Central, and there will be, or it won't have, yeah, so first landmark coming up, Colosseum I think, is it? Or are they not even on? Let's have a look. Maybe the Pope blocked me. Colosseum, there we go. Nah, so it's got, yeah, it's got all their stock stuff on it. You can see the Pope. Here's the Pope. Here's the Pope. We'll go over here. There we go. We'll go check the Pope out. Does anyone know what the stalling speed of this bird is? Because we're slowing down. There we go. G'day, Pope. Stop us crashing, mate. We don't want to crash anymore. G'day, Hunter Productions. And we'll go over to the stadium in Rome. Where are we? There we go. Stadio. Oh, that's dangerous. Beautiful. Check out that river. That looks stunning. Nice job. Alright, we fly away from Rome and fly towards the airbase at the Fubra. What are you in, Stu? Oh, you're in L39. Alright. Let's go. No more crash to desktops. Yes, we had one. You missed it. Missed it, Stu. We had another crash to desktop. If you sorry, Stu. Brett. Sorry. Brett. We had another crash to desktop. If you were away and you just got back now, So what I did, I have changed aircraft, but I also loaded in safe mode. So I'm basically just running stock stuff now. So we'll see what happens. It's always, actually, I will say, the last few have always been from this exact view. Right there. So it'll be interesting if it just happens in that view. Again, it froze. It didn't go to desktop. I had to shut that to desktop myself, but it froze in mid-air. But I've never flown this, so yeah, it's going to be fun. It was a freeze. It was another freeze. So, all good. We're in a faster aircraft, so we'll see what happens. So, we'll see. Like, basically all of them have happened within 5 minutes, so we'll see what happens this time. And that's pretty much between quite a few different legs of the route too, so it wasn't that we're near Rome and it crashed or anything. We just went over Rome, and that has a lot of detail, and it didn't crash. So detail-wise, that's probably not the reason it was crashing. But we will need to get some fuel. Let me see where the next port of call is after this airbase. We might... There's all small fields, isn't there? Yeah. Might have to land here and get some fuel, Stu. Hopefully it's a sealed. Yeah, maybe. Might have to land here, Stu, so if it's long enough. That's true. Now it just freezes. Is that a new feature, Brett, or has that been around for a bit? Oh, too bad my seafront simulations ships aren't going to be around. It's just going to be the stock stuff. But they won't be causing the crash, but I just switched it all off because I was getting a bit frustrated. Wow. Surprised it wasn't written up about all over the place. Oh, there's Stu. Where is this airfield? We've got to land. We've got to land. It's going to be some tiny grass strip. We won't be landing if it's a grass strip though, Stu. I think it is a grass strip. It is a military, but obviously a grass strip. It's just here somewhere. Yep, there it is. It's a grass strip. We're not landing here, Stu. Let's continue. Just pray for the fuel gods. Oh, you found it. That's cool. Really, really wrapped they've got it in there. I think the next thing they've got to do, I know there's logs and stuff, but I think when it crashes, hopefully it'll come, but when it crashes, it would be great for it to throw up those logs. So you know what caused the crash or what mod caused the crash. I know you can look at it, going through logs and stuff, you can find it, but it's a hell of a lot of time to find it, so it'd be really cool if you could, if it would throw that up every time it had a crash. There's a lot of other, well, I know a lot of other games and stuff and sims do things like that, where it'll throw up the log as soon as it crashes. Alright, we're heading towards, we're going inland a slight. There's another airfield up, but it's only short, but we might have to do a stop. Will depend on fuel. The next large enough sealed one for The aircraft would be Ampugnano, Lima, India, Quebec, Sierra, which is still a fair while away. So it's going to be interesting if we can get that far. We might have to do a sneaky refuel, which I don't like to do. We can take a risk. There is a field up ahead, which we can try to land at. Which is, what's that one called? Panacarola. Alright. They just found Keely Rodney in her car underwater. Oh dear. Holy moly. Alright, so we're close to the ground. Let's see what happens. And we've got a lot of detail going on. Ooh. I think we're going to have plenty of fuel to get to that strip. I think we will. We're at 42%. Very sad, Garwin, when things like that happen. So I had to switch off the scenery mod too, unfortunately. That goes off, so we won't see the seasoned trees from Bijan. Lago di Vic, so Lake di Vico. Look at that for a crater. Must have been some sort of volcano, I'm guessing. Once upon a time. Certainly looks like it. Or an asteroid hit it. Have a look around. I haven't even looked inside this at all. Good old part of the Renault pack, isn't it? Another lake, it's a Bolsena. And potentially another landmark coming up. We got 40. Let's try to head a little faster. Trying to conserve fuel so we can make it to the next port of call. Definitely a bright livery, this one. Looks nice. Ooh, what have we got up here? Autopilot. Let's have a look. No landmarks that we can see. Again, hilltop. How cool is that? Going to be close. We're going to, I reckon we'll have definitely under 10%, potentially 5% fuel left when we hit the airfield that we can land at, because there is one ahead of us, but it's too short. G'day D's, how you going, mate? Hope you're doing all right. We're just cruising Italy. So far, the latest legs have been all right. The latest leg, or two legs, were just flown, but we've had some crash to desktops, as the sim likes to throw at us sometimes. But hopefully, the remainder of the trip is okay. But it's looking pretty good. So just before this lake up ahead of us, there is the small airstrip there. Lima India Whiskey Tango. It's a Punche. I'm just going to try to find the name of that one. Here we go. It is Pancaro La. More castles around here, but won't be rendered in the sim on this one. So on that island you see ahead of us, there is another castle, Isola Pulvis. Let's see. We'll fly over this small field here. Let's see if we can see it. Especially around here, it's hard to see these grass strips. Flying over it pretty much. Now. There it is. Right there. And we're sitting on 30% fuel. So we're looking pretty safe as we fly over another lake, which is, just says Romina region. It doesn't actually have a lake name. Some of those islands are pretty good. There's some, looks like there's some pretty cool villas and landmarks down there if you ever visit the area. Looks pretty cool. And Stu's still smashing up behind me there. Alright, let's get back to the rear as we get closer to our airfield. I have never landed this aircraft, so this is going to be very interesting. Let's hand fly it now. Turn off autopilot. And we will be landing on 3-6 Stu for a refuel. Perfect time to ask a bunch of questions. Well, someone can tell me what the stall speed of this bird is. That would be number one as I come in for landing. That would be handy. That's my question. So if I had the Bijan, it could be actually that. I haven't updated that for a while. That's my tree. Well, it's not the tree. Actually, now I don't have the small tree, the tree mod on anymore since I've taken all the mods off. But the effect, the seasons mod, the MB-339 without flaps. All right, cool, done. The 339 is quite easy to actually fly, so, well, so far this is, but I've only been in the air. The air's the easy bit, isn't it? Yeah, I don't have the scenery, so potentially it's that, because when I said I took most mods off the last time we crashed, I left the scenery, the seasons mod on, because I do love that, how it affects the tree colors and stuff for the seasons. And they haven't updated that for a long time. So that could be the culprit, even though that's payware, it could be the culprit. What is the average airspeed of speed velocity of a laden swallow? Alright, what is it, Garwin? What is the average speed of a swallow? There is a landmark up here. Let's see before we come into land. With a coconut. A laden swallow with a coconut. Make everyone dizzy for a little bit before we come into land. We've got a 4,500 foot runway, so we're going to have no issues there. Compared to the 1,000 foot strip which we just flew over, the grass strip, I think it was even less than that. Unladen European is about 24 miles per hour. That's actually a lot faster than I thought. Nice. Not sure with a coconut or horse. Now, does... It does have spoiler. Just taking sure where the spoiler was. It's at the bottom. Underneath. Now, what have we got here? We have got... It does say we've got a landmark in the sim. 85 knots. Thank you, Garwin. That is a great help. Actually, that's nice. That's good. We're not landing yet. Before that's to the left, but there is a landmark here. I wanted to check it out, but I'm pretty sure it's in the sim. What are we at the moment? 217. Where is it? It's not there. Not there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is that it? No, that can't be it. That's a pretty cool town though. Alright. Can't see the landmark. Unless that it is. Let's go and land. You fly it a lot. I noticed you were in it before. Thank you very much though. That is going to help me. So we're going to go over and land on 3-6 and get some fuel. What do we ended up on now? We had plenty in the end. 20%-ish. But not enough for the other legs. So there we go. Fly over. The expert, Garwin. I will say that Renault pack was good with the amount of aircraft that you got. Dread, yeah, back in the flight sim. I sure am. I sure am. We're about to land right there. Lim India Quebec Sierra. For some fuel because we're super low on fuel. Yeah, it sure is. You're not going to miss this this aircraft. You definitely won't. Oh, that's a bit of a pain. You get that in the way. Because I'm zoomed out so much. Be at. Who's already touched down. I'm hoping those wheels are coming down. They are. I ended up having just around 25%, so plenty. Oh, we overshot a bit. We were actually way too high as well. So rudder over there will fix us up. This is the first time I've landed this bird, so I am going to probably come in a bit high. What am I at? So, bear with me. This doesn't seem to be 85 to me. Seems to want to just go down. Alright. Go get some fuel and get off the ground again. It was alright. A steep approach and it was quite fast, but especially when Garwin said it was 85 or 86 for... Oh no, that was a stall speed, wasn't it? Sorry, I think he told me the stall speed, not the approach speed. So no, it wasn't too bad in the end. So there we go. We haven't had any crashes with every single mod off. Well, third-party mod. Every third-party mod off, including payware. Alright, let's fuel her up. Just going to fuel her up here. Don't know how much more we need, but we'll just throw it all in there. Let's go. Looks like Garwin's going to give it another go. Imagine if there was no fuel box, yeah. I'd have to do the sneaky, just press the buttons and refuel. That's what I would have done. But I just like to I like to land and refuel. I don't like to refuel halfway through or have unlimited fuel. Alright, waiting for... Oh, look at that. We've all got the same aircraft. Or has Stu changed? I can't... No, we've all got the same aircraft. Nice. Let's quickly get up the other end before they depart for the next leg. Yeah, just a little bit of realism. Bit more immersion. Alright, we're going to try to all take off together. Alright, let's give it a go. I'll take off on the left side, right on the left line of the runway. Hopefully it doesn't. Alright, I'm going to stay on this line so we can all take off together. I'll wait for Stu. Stu's lining up. Alright. Wait for Stu, wait for Stu. What's... Come on, Stu. Use your pushback. And that looks pretty good. That actually is a good shot right there with the three of us. Alright. I'm going. Heading off. Let's see if this runway is enough to get this bird. But it's pretty, I think it'll lift off pretty quick. The first takeoff in this one as well. What we got here? Yeah, we can get off now, can't we? Wait for a bit more. And up we go. There we go. Beautiful. Need to get that shot. Need to get that shot. I want to get across. Oh. Oh, I had the spoilers up. I still got off the ground. Oh. Oh. I don't even know where the lights are on this. Where are the lights? Because we've got all the lights on at the moment, but that's alright. I'll have to have a look at that once we get into autopilot. We're going pretty much straight, aren't we? Beautiful. So now we can pretty much go with a bit of speed because we've got fuel to spare. But let's throw you on. Let's throw you on nav. Let's increase your altitude. We're going to go up to 5,000 for now. Will get us around here till we... That should be good. Alright. Let's floor it. Floor it to Florence. The Florence floor it maneuver. Ooh, there's lots of landmarks here, so that's going to be... Yeah, no, ATC wouldn't have been very happy at all. Alright, actually, now we're on autopilot. I'm going to go have a look if I can work out where these light switches are. Nav lights, they're on. That's good. Landing lights. No, we don't want landing lights. Can we turn them off? No, is that not landing lights? Blue path with air. Well then, why can't I? Oh, okay, they're fine. They're nav lights. Why can't I? They always on. Air conditioning, don't need that. Oh, here we go. What's that? Oh, no, they're the flickering. Alright. Well, they're not landing. We can keep them. Can't turn them off. I don't like them. Nav lights. Fixed lights. Alright. Nav lights are on. Alrighty, so this leg's only a couple of minutes until we hit Florence. Is it a fighter jet? Basically, it's in the livery for the Reno races. These are used in the Reno races. But I actually don't know the history of the aircraft. I'm guessing it's a trainer. Some sort of originally a military trainer and now used for the Reno races. And probably still used throughout training for a lot of military or air forces around the world. So, no. So this one, with its current setup, I couldn't set it up with any loadout or anything. It's purely designed for sleek fastness. So it can win the race. The race of races. Alright, here we go. Taken over, go and seen some... Oh, we don't want to do that. And we're going to go up and we're going to go and do some Florence. Autopilot off. Have a look. There should be lots of landmarks here, stock landmarks. So we're going to check them all out. Should be. First one ahead of us. Nice. So pretty much most of this town is going to be rendered with landmarks, which is pretty cool. Even the station's done pretty well. What else have we got? There, jet trainer as a guest. Oh, there we go. That's definitely a landmark. Look at that. Nice. Got like a big hole in the middle. That's cool. The park there. As don't tell the control tower here that we're flying low over the end of the runway here. Just ignore that. And that there is like a hotel at the airport there with a lake and stuff. That looks pretty cool. It's got is that a water slide or something in the middle? Nah. So that's Lima India Romeo Quebec. So there we go. That's Florence. On to the next. Nice. Really nice. Actually, this is all rendered in really nicely. They've done well. $1. $1. Add $1,000 to that. Add $1,001 to that dread because you've probably got your. I've got to add $1,000 for subscribers, and I'm guessing you're a subscriber, but you've got it on privacy, so it won't give you the 1,000 for subscribing. So I will throw in 1,000 for you when I get a chance, but not right now because I'm flying. So you'll have 1,010. So every time you chat, the longer you stay on, you get points, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, no, I know, Dread. I know you're a sub. So add 1,000, but because you've got your, most likely you've got privacy set up, so it doesn't, because it's through Streamlabs, you've got to not be private, otherwise it doesn't pick it up. So I will add 1,000 to you. So you got 1,010. I am meaning to do sort of a giveaway, but I'm waiting for, I've just got to finalise what I'm going to do for my memberships and stuff, and then I'll do a launch of it, basically like a relaunch. Then we'll do some giveaways and stuff that I've already got prepared. Stu's got 2,400. I know everybody else tends to have theirs going up a lot quicker, but what'll mean is it actually won't cost as much to get tickets to giveaways and stuff. So, example, Stu with 2,400, that's actually a lot. Oh, it'll be things like merch and stuff. It'll be drink bottles, key rings. At the moment, obviously, I'm not big, so I can't afford to give away anything super expensive. But maybe one day I'll do some bigger giveaways, or at milestones I'll do bigger giveaways, but generally it'll just be things like merch, maybe some t-shirts, drink bottles, flasks, all that sort of stuff. Key rings, mugs. I've got a few. Actually, you might even be able to see in that one. There's a few over there somewhere, which are waiting for giveaways. Well, looks like we got rid of the freezing, everyone. Crashed the desktops. Don't speak too soon, Gammy. So yeah, and I'll obviously ship that to wherever you are in the world. Livorno, we're heading towards back to the coast to Livorno. And again, what are we sitting at? 89% fuel, so we can just keep on going. Because of all the crashes, we will land a little shorter than normal, well, than the flight plan. Beer. Stu wants me to ship beer. Iana's low. No, you're right. But we did go low through Naples there, and that was a good test run. And everything seemed to run beautifully. So it's definitely a mod that was causing it. So you know how that is now. I've got to load one mod at a time, but I think it's either going to be the VFR mod, the power line mod, the solar. I think I got a solar panel windmill mod, or the Bijan seasons mod. It's going to be one of those, I reckon. So it's only have to load five or six mods to see if I can find the culprit. Because they were the only ones on after I pretty much took every aircraft out, every livery out. I took out, what else did I take out? I think that's it. I took all those out and I just left those 6 on, and it was still doing it. So it's got to be one of those. Yeah, and Bijan actually has a lot of extra little bits of Italy, like there's tree-lined streets and stuff like that they've modded in, so which do look really cool, but potentially because I haven't updated it, probably I reckon 3 or 4 sim updates. I think the last time, update 6 is when he's been around. Bijan's been a bit quiet. They used to update pretty much every second or third day. They used to have an update 2 or 3 times a week. But now I reckon it's been nearly a year. Maybe 8 months to a year since they've been around. I've actually got to jump on their Discord. They've got a Discord and see what's going on. So I do love that compared to the other. I know there's another one out. I think the detail of Bijan is the best one so far, but now that they've stopped updates. We're at Livorno, but unfortunately there's no model-in scenery to have a look at, so we'll just take a right. Now on the right here, that is, I did have a look at this a previous day, but that grass section there, that's actually a military, I think some sort of training camp. Military base. Doesn't have an airfield though, but oh, actually is that? Yeah, it's just got their main city airport. But that there, what we're flying over now, is a military base. I get shot down. How's the difference though for everyone who's seen the seafront simulation shipping? Now that I don't have that switched on, how bare and barren is it with Microsoft's base ships in it? Just sitting there doing nothing. There's only like 2. Some couple of boats. Makes such a difference for immersion to have seafront simulation shipping on. Absolutely big difference. No, because Dread, before I've had a look, this flight today, it's been a nightmare. I've had crash to desktops 3 times in the flight today. So if you go back in the stream, you'll see that most of the time you're going to see be right back, be back soon, because I've had lots of crashes. So I've had to take every mod off until after the stream, and I can go and identify what mod was crashing. So I'm pretty sure Seafront Simulations hasn't got anything to do with it. 100% to be honest. That's been flawless since I've ever had it. Actually, plus where we were flying wouldn't have had any ships because we were inland, so it wouldn't have definitely been that. So, but I just basically loaded the sim in safe mode, which I'm not sure if you know, basically takes every payware and third-party payware and freeware out. Yeah, PC spec's not an issue. And I'm running this on ultra wide. You obviously don't see it all, so what you see on my screen now, there's another full screen of that. Half screen on each side. Don't know if I have the other camera on, but you can probably see it if it's still functioning. There you go. You can have a look now. So obviously you've got the ultra wide camera here. This is what I use for my map or little nav map. My chat's here, and then there's a big screen here which you can see, which currently I'm using. Normally I use an iPad for my HUD and my artificial horizon and all that sort of stuff. Well, here's the setup. You can sort of see the setup to it now, and the top is obviously streaming. I can see the Streamlabs software in the middle there of the screen. At the top screen there has my voice meter banana, which is all my audio, and obviously you can see the mic. What else have I got? At the moment I'm using obviously a stick and the throttles on the side, but I normally have the yoke on, obviously GA aircraft and that sort of stuff. Probably can't see it, but the yoke and that are up the back there. But yeah, definitely you can see, yeah, that's sort of the setup. But I should do a bit of a tour of the pod that I'm in. I actually have a pod, so basically it's like a little office that's portable that was built. So I'm in basically a square soundproof pod, which is pretty cool. Damn, we've gone up to 15,000 without even knowing it. Yeah, see, this would be pretty cool with seafront simulations. You'd have ships, absolute ships and boats and sail boats and all sorts up this coast, which would look pretty cool. But with Microsoft stock, you got one ship that keeps floating in and out, and that's about it. Mountain range. Where are we? We're at Marina Carrara, and we're flying past another military airport. The tiny one. There it is. It's not that small. A little bit of a flyby. There it is. Lima, India, Quebec, whiskey. Let's do some low flying, huh? And again, this area, we're flying over the bay here. This would look absolutely awesome. Actually, I've got an aircraft carrier that if I had the mod, the aircraft carrier would be sitting in the middle. In there. Oh, what's that down there? Interesting. Right on the hilltop there. How close am I now to the north of Italy? Let's have a look. Let me just switch autopilot on so I don't go haywire while I do this. Alright, so why can't I zoom out? Zoom out, please. This has not allowed me to do anything. Oh well, I was going to show you, but we are, let me take that off because that's not working. We are, this is a La Spezia, so we're at La Spezia, so we're very close actually. We're not far at all, we've nearly finished. We're at La Spezia, we have a few more stops, and we go basically to Genoa. Because we're going to, the next flight will take this east side down, cut the coast to the east side. Hopefully I'll have all the mods working then. We're going to go to, we'll see what time, there's a military base I wanted to end up at, which is basically in the middle of, or close to the middle of crossing over from, not the top of the Alps or anything, it's the lower period around Piacenza, I think it is, and then we're going to go to the Piacenza military base, which is sort of going across from west to east, and we're stopping in between, ready for the next flight. I have flown a little bit in, but it will be one of my trips I'll do, because I've got pretty much all the payware sites and landmarks. For the so far, what they've got is the north. I think they've got the north. They've got the mid. I don't know if they've got the south yet, but I've pretty much got all of the extra landmarks. So I'm really looking forward to doing that one. So I'll do a whole navigation around there, which will be a pretty huge. All GA though. It'll be a GA aircraft of some sort, so we can see the sights. And it will be, yeah. We'll go all over. Not just mainland, we'll go all over. Yeah, that's right. And there's a ton of stock landmarks, but also a ton of payware landmarks around the whole of UK. So I'm looking forward to that myself. Now that's going to need a bit of a beast setup. Let's see how that PC handles that on high. But that will be way after update 11. Sorry, update 10. And then Canada too, because Canada's got update, I think 11 is going to be Canada. They're going to update that, so that's going to be cool. Yeah, so it's sort of... But we're coming to an end now. We're now approaching. We don't need any fuel stops. That's really weird. Now what I've got a problem of is I can't... Oh, now I can move it. There you go. Aha! Started working. No, now it's stopped. That's weird. Anyway, you can see. So there's Genoa, and then we go up here. I can't scroll that. And that'll be our final destination. Yeah, no, I don't think I'll have an issue. As I won't do it too fast because of all the crashes, but as you can see, the frame rate's pretty good, and I've got that on, what is it, 5120 times 1440 res, ultra everything, yeah. As Oz Flight Simmer would say, frames for days. Except when it crashes to desktop, 0 frames. We're flying over here. Chiavari? I can't pronounce these. Go! Got an F-14 to fly. Nice! Nice, nice, nice. Well, I'm all the best, and I hope you don't have any crashes to desktop. You seem to be doing pretty well with that. I don't really see any happen on yours. Oh, this is a nice little field up here. This will be a nice challenge. Not in this one, but in a nice GA aircraft. Where is it? Down here. There it is. That down there. Is that the air? Is that an airstrip? Holy moly! It is too. That down there is a airstrip. That would be cool. Oh, it's very immersive. Love it. Love it. Alright, it's time to go manual while we're going through all these nice little valleys here. Someone's got an F-18 over there. Go down to this town here. Is it Reco or Retro? And then there's... Nice. Again, no ships. That immersion's just broken when you fly out there. There would be ships or boats, pleasure boats all over the place. As we super, what are we doing? 371 flying towards Genoa. Alright. The boys are back in town here. Back to Genoa. And then we got one more leg to the, one more leg to go land at the, Picenzo Air Military Base, which is fit for the aircraft. Well, it was going to be the Aermacchi, but that did. So it's definitely not the Aermacchi, Stu. That we thought that might have been what was crashing it, but it's definitely not that. Yeah. Dark Star would be good for a quick one, for a quick stream. But yeah, you got to fly high. You can do it low, but yeah, if you do it low, as you said, you're not going to see anything. Again, no boats or ships, and it's just destroys that immersion. I miss my seafront simulation ships. We're not landing here. We're landing at the military base, which is a little inland where we're going to head to now. Be a busy airport. A few, not too many. Alright, let's head to the final destination now. Like a mine up there, isn't it? In the hills. Wish I knew how to turn those off. Oh, I didn't even notice. I have a mod that gets rid of this, but that's not on as well. $5 minutes. 3 minutes to turn, and then we there might be a landmark up here before we land. It's called Giardino Botanical something. Yeah, I looked. There's this down here. You can make them flash. That's what you can make the strobes. Oh no, they were strobes before. Yeah, flicker. This affects them. No, that's the nav. No, this one. No, you can't even use. You can't. Oh, there we go. That's my nav lights, which I had on. They're on, so keep those on. They were on. But this is those lights there, which they don't go off. Got to make sure I'm not going to hit a mountain. I am going to hit a mountain. I'll be back. I get a bit higher. Throw up the old autopilot. Let's go higher. I'll give it a go. Get me just get above these mountains here. There we go. The blue one says air conditioning. So that's not operational. Air conditioning, so that's all the aircon control there. And so the only light controls, this is inoperative. That looks like it's some sort of landing. Oh, no, it's your glide path. So these, you've got your nav lights. That says nav lights. That also says nav lights. So that's just, so if I turn that down, does that affect them? No, it's only your nav. So that's your navs. But this one, I don't know. Flicker. They're not flickering. And nav lights are off now. Okay, they were on before, so nav lights are off. But they're on 100%. So if I flick that there, do they come on? Oh no, nav lights are on. Sorry, nav lights are on. I saw them. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so that flickers your nav lights. But they're like, yeah, strobes or something. You got any ideas, Garwin, where they if there's any other, you could turn these ones off? Or where the switch is? Make sure we're not going to crash. So we are going down to 8,000, okay. It's the first time I'm flying this one here, but not operative. Engine, yeah, it's all engine management. Pitot. What do we got here? Emergency. All not operative. Pilot's oxygen. Interesting. What are these? No, emergency hydraulics. It's really just those for light control, isn't it? Radio control. And that's just all navigation control. It's alright, we're coming to an end. We're approaching Piacenza now. Lima, India, Mike, Sierra. Looks like we're going to have a crosswind. We'll probably need to land on 3-0 for what my wind's saying. What's that? Trying not to hit a mountain. No, I was wondering where these strobe lights or landing lights, where can you turn them off? Because all I can find is these ones down here going, which control the brightness of your nav lights or the flickering, your strobing of the nav lights. Your nav lights can flash or they cannot flash. So they're flashing now, or you can turn that off and they don't flash. They're fixed. Oh, there we go. There's the airfield. Time to strap in and finish the flight. At least a majority of it, we didn't have to worry about crashes, but I'm going to have to investigate for our next Italian trip so we don't have those crashes, because that was very frustrating for everyone and myself. But why don't you jump on with us, Dread, one of these days and get in the flight with us? Have you ever crashed? I've crashed plenty of times. On the last flight we did in Italy, I was very brave and I tried to take, what was I flying? Well, no, it was 2 flights ago. I was flying, I don't know if I was flying the Aermacchi or the CJ22 or whatever, the Ventura. I was flying one of those, and we had one of those really tiny airstrips, and I said, I'm going to take off from this small airstrip. We land, did we land? Or it was after a crash. I think we took from a small strip, and we hit the trees at the other end. So, yes, I've crashed on stream plenty of times. Probably the classic one was when we did a flight in Australia. We're doing a navigation around Oz, and I took out the P-38. I think Stu remembers this, and I didn't really. I clicked up the top. I think you open the canopy by pressing up the top somewhere, and I accidentally clicked it, and the canopy popped off. We didn't crash, but once the canopy pops off, everything gets a bit unstable, which is quite funny. And then until you land, and you can't actually put it back on even after you land, you've got to restart. So I had to fly the remainder of that. I think it was towards the end of the legs anyway, so it wasn't too bad. But that was fun. Alright, it's landing at Bijan. For me right now is 9 AM, and that's sort of when I like to finish the stream, around this time. Maximum is 3 hours. Today's been about 2 hours 43. It would have been a lot less, but we crashed. So today's flight was about 2.5 hours. I've overshot. Yeah, about 2.5 hours would have been today's flight. So I like to get it done by 9. But in GA is a bit different, but yeah. Yep. So normally 21 UK, I know because I do the farming stream and stuff, so 2100 hours I think is your time. It's normally 2030 UTC time. No, sorry, yeah, 6:30. I normally do a 6:30 for a flight sim. Farm sometimes at 6, so 2000, but 2030 is normally a flight sim stream. But I think I might do the farming from now on at 2030, and the reason that is because it's hard for me to get up so early. I better just double check my landing gears out, yeah. Oh. Smooth, but a little bit wonky at the end. All right. Let's go park her up. Garwin's taking the old shortcut. Might follow him. Oh, that's what happens when you get the cameras all over. You don't know where you're going. Do you play around 8 PM where you are? That would be a good time because it would be 11 PM here. 8 PM where I am. 8 PM where I am, but wouldn't that be like your morning? Yeah, 11 AM. Yep, cool. I was gonna say. I'm taking a shortcut to go and meet up with. Yeah, that must have been Stu. I didn't come. Mine was actually not too bad. Actually, where is Stu? Oh, there he is. Yep, he came down hard. Did you come? So 8 PM my time. The reason there is a couple of days I can. The reason I don't like to interfere with the other. There's quite a few Aussies that stream, and I don't really like to interfere with their night streams. Or I might be flying on their streams. So lately I haven't had time, but so I will. I want to do an evening one. The problem I have, I got to I look after kids. I've got 3 kids, so at that time I'm looking after kids normally, but I will do some of those eventually. I know. It's a long way around to get to I should have used this little road here. What are you streaming next? I do want to do during the week this week. I will do an evening one. I've promised another person, DJ, that I'll stream. I will stream around his city, not his city, but a city close to him in Mumbai, so India. And I've been meaning to do the flight. I've got the scenery for it. It's just going to be a flight around the city. It's going to be a quick flight, maybe an hour. And I'm just meaning to get that one all up for him. And I'll just do that during the week, but it'll just be spontaneous, so it could be any day. So I'm away for work for a bit, but if I can get that during the week, that'll be about that time. It'll probably more of a 10 PM my time. But let me get the other view so we can slowly finish off the stream. But I'll continue talking while we do that. Oh. Alright, look at these guys. Oh, I like that livery. Didn't even see that. That's cool. I like that Garwin. Is that Garwin or is that Stu? No, yeah, that's Stu. Nice. Alright guys, but yeah, so I could do, so keep an eye out, but that'll be a spontaneous stream. Otherwise, the next stream scheduled will be Farm Sim on your Saturday night, and then another Flight Sim on Sunday nights. But I want to try to do 3 streams a week eventually with a permanent time, but 2 locked in, 1 maybe. But other than that, guys, thank you, Garwin, for flying with me. And thank you, Stu. And thanks, I know, Stu, you've been the whole time. Garwin popped out a bit because he was having trouble. But you guys have put up with a stream at the start, which was really pain for all of us, which was dropping out. Thank you, Dread, for being chatting along at the end of that. That's awesome. Yeah, no problems. Well, yeah, jump on my Discord. I don't know if you have Discord, but jump on my Discord, and I can communicate in there as well. But we're zooming out of here. We're in Piacenza, and this is where we'll head off next time, and we'll go south. It'll be in another jet. I don't know. I have got another Italian one, but it's really old, and I think it hasn't been updated, so I don't think if I can get used to flying it, it'll be all right, but I think there's a lot of bugs with it. Yeah, it was great fun. It was a good flight after all of that. All right, you got Discord. Well, go below in my comments and go to the Discord link. I think if you !Discord, Don't know if it works. I don't know if I've got it in there, but I'll stop there and throw it in there. See you later, Stu. See you later, Garwin. Thank you all. If it comes up, it comes up, but otherwise it will be in the description below. Oh, there you go. Done. But thanks all. And I'm signing out.